One, two, three, four. I don't need no heroin. I don't need cocaine. I just need a tin of glue to fuck up my brain. I like sniffing glue. Working on a song. Yeah, it's called the glue sniffing song or sniffing glue. I don't know, but it appeals to me. Not actually sniffing glue, but singing a song about sniffing glue because I don't think there has been a glue sniffing anthem. There may have been. We'll have a look later if I can be bothered. And I'll tell you what, I fucking well can't. But you've got to do something. You've got to do something to upset and offend people. So recording and releasing online a song about sniffing glue might get myself a bit of controversy. Might offend a vicar somewhere. You got to do something. Sniffing glue is good for you. So yeah, if anyone's got any musical lyrics that are good, it'll save me having to write the song myself. So if you can help me out, because I can't be asked. Can't be asked. How are you, dog? You all right? You all right? One wag for yes, two. Oh, the dog's all right, wagging its tail. You having a kip, are you? Come on, come on, come on. I'm not watching telly now. You can lie on my belly and you won't be blocking my view. Come on. Isn't that typical? You're normally fighting with the dog saying, don't get on me, get off me. And when you invite the bugger on, what does it do? It's like, I can't be asked. Come on. Come on. You can have cuddles. Come on. Come for cuddles. Come on. Come on. I need the warmth as much as you do. I'm a bit cold now. Anyway, do you like my song? I don't need no heroin. I don't need cocaine. I just need a pot of glue to fuck up what's left in my brain. I like sniffing glue. Do, 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 do. It's good for you. Dun, 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 dun. Sniffing glue. It's what we do. Do, 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 do. I don't drink no alcohol. I don't smoke cigarettes. I just get some. What's a brand of glue? Do you know? I just sniff some. Well, we'll work on it. We'll work on it. But yeah, I'm looking for funding to pay for a recording studio, musical instruments, a producer, an engineer, distribution contract, and all that lot. I reckon a tenner should cover it. But obviously, there's no guarantee I'll release a single. That'll just be for the research and development funds. Yeah, a bottle of red wine should do it because it's known fact that if you have a bottle of wine, you can write a song. So yeah, if you just buy me some wine, make it 15. I'll have a bottle of wine and a bag of chips. What's that? Oh, apparently somebody wants a bone and some dog treats. Ain't you cheeky? Ain't you cheeky? Oh, are you gonna join in as part of the rhythm section, wagging your tail? I don't want no heroin. I don't want cocaine. Just give me a tub of Evo stick and I'll fuck up my brain. I'm sniffing glue. Da, 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 da. It's what I do. Da, da, da. I'll pencil that in for the upcoming album, which has been upcoming now, I think, for the last 15 years. We still haven't made any progress on it. Well, I've been willing, but never any musicians knocking on my door going, when we're going to record this album. No, I get left to my own devices. Some of them battery operated. But anyway, enough about that. You all right there? That's it. Cuddlesome. Oh, who's got big floppy ears? Oh, who's got big paws? Is your nose cold? Well, it doesn't feel cold. I thought your nose must be cold if you're healthy. That's an old wife's tale, isn't it? How can a dog's nose be cold? I mean, why would it be? Yeah, got a nice nose. Can I have it? Can I have that transplanted onto my face instead of mine? We'll swap noses. What? Oh, God, you're going to be like that? Don't be so possessive. You should be more caring and sharing. Oh dear. Yeah, how you doing anyway? You enjoy your time earlier? Oh, it was a bit boring, weren't it? But you saw a couple of places you haven't seen before, didn't you? We took a bit of a diversion. Yeah. Oh yes. You were very good today. Very impressed with you. But you were a little bit naughty. A little bit naughty once or twice. Oh, we all cuddlesome. Oh, I love you. I love you. You're my best friend, you are. You are. The dog is man's best friend. Yeah, that's a known fact. Everyone says it. Oh, dog's best friend. Oh, yeah. Anyway, it's getting a bit chilly now. So, you are on hot water bottle duty. Keep me warm in bed during the winter. Oh, fuck it. You know what happens next week? This time next week, approximately, they'll be fanning about with the clocks again. We'll all wake up and we won't know whether we're coming or going. Because who on earth at 2 o'clock in the morning goes, oh, I must sort out the clock right now? Nobody, no sane person does that. I mean, it's mostly electronical devices which sort themselves out. But I find myself looking at my watch, looking at the digital clock that's on my bedside, looking at my phone and going, someone's gone wrong here. Oi, oi. Oi, 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 oi. Oi, oi, oi. Oggy, oggy, oggy. Oi, oi, oi. Remember that? In the 1980s, we all used to do that. Oggy, oggy, oggy. Oi, oi, oi. Oggy, oi. Oggy, oi. Oggy, oggy, oggy. Oi, oi, oi. It was a load of shit. It was fucking rubbish. But at least it was better than fucking the Birdie song. Do you remember that? What are you looking at me like that for? Dog's looking at me going, are you fucking bonkers? Are you a fucking dickhead? Oh, I need special care, don't I? I need cuddles. I need the cuddles that only a dog can give, because dogs give the best cuddles. Dogs don't mess around with their cuddles. In fact, they don't really do cuddles as such. I call it cuddles, but it's not really cuddles, as you'd understand it. It's lying on top of you, which most of the time is a bit annoying. But in winter, when you get cold, nothing better than getting a dog to lie on your belly, flop. You know, you feel a warmth. The dog gets the warmth off you. This is why dogs cuddle up with you. See, it's not because they love you and they want to show their affections. No, it's just to share body heat, and because they love being close. They're pack animals. They sleep in packs. They'll always herd together in packs, and they think you're part of the pack, so they just behave as dogs. And I personally like it. I like a dog on my lap when I'm lying in bed. Hey, I say my lap. The dog will usually spread from my knees to my sternum. So midriff would be more appropriate. Hello. Oh, you cleaning your paws? You having a lick, are you? Oh. I'm blowing farts to watch a dog's reaction. Its ears come up. Anyway, I've been watching all those videos about Donald Trump shitting himself because this story won't go away. I mean, it's been doing the rounds for fucking 10 years because he's been known as the diaper Don, and people are saying, oh, when he was doing The Apprentice, he was always shitting in his pants. Oh, fuck me. That was a good one, weren't it? Who won the American Grand Prix? The winner. The cunt what drove the fastest? I don't know. I haven't been watching no Grand Prix. But recently, because of various reasons, I have been taking a bit of an interest in motorbikes, motorcycles, sickles, bikes, whatever you want to call them. And I've been looking at some of the design aspects, the modding aspects. But I've been watching biker films and stuff, and I was like, well, what's a cafe racer? Because I always heard this phrase. I'll get to that one later. I think that deserves a bit of consideration and effort on my part. Anyway, get off me, dog. I'm rolling over now. Oh, right, I've got my duvet on me now. You're surplus to requirements. Right, I've pulled the duvet up. Dog's in a different position now. All right, move the dog. Right, just keep me warm from that area. Right. So what was I saying? Oh, I can answer this one quickly. Would you bang Scouser Spice? Yes, I would bang any of the Spice Girls, and half of them I'd probably shag their mothers as well. Give me another 10 to 20 years, I'd shag their daughters and all, and I'd like to do mother, daughter, and granny all in one sitting. Whole lot of them, just do them in sets of three, the whole lot. And because we live in an equal opportunities world, I'd probably do their husbands, sons, and fathers as well. I'd do the whole bisexual Spice extended family. I'd do the lot of them. Up the arse, everything. Yes. I don't know. I don't care. Back in the day, I could never make my mind up between scary, posh, and ginger, and it'd always depend on who's wearing PVC fucking catsuits in the video or not. Couldn't give a fuck, to be honest. But I always thought scary had the best body, posh was the prettiest, and ginger was just the dirtiest. But so probably ginger would be a bit sporty. I don't know. She's all right. She looks okay sometimes. She's a bit plain, but I've had to learn this because plain people have feelings too. You can't just go around going, "Oh, you're minging," because everybody's special. So I'd have to on general principle, because if I refused to, I'd get locked up in politically incorrect prison. But I bet she's all right though. She's got a half decent bum on her, sporty little bum. A bit like a young boy's, possibly small and pert. Anyway, enough about Sporty Spice's bum. But she'd have to do better than a tracksuit. You know what I mean? She'd have to put a half decent outfit on. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, I've been getting into. You remember the Ton Up Boys? Mods and Rockers? Well, Rockers were actually bikers. They're also known as the Ton Up Boys, the Cafe Racers. I think it states they call them Greasers, but they're slightly different. What's this? How shitty is Joker 2 as bad as sequels go? It was a half decent first film. It's a good film. I like the soundtrack especially because I've been watching. At the time Joker come out, I was watching Tarkovsky's Stalker and thinking, why don't they do soundtracks like this anymore? Yeah. I was googling around, and apparently they did this. It was Chernobyl, the series for Chernobyl. Someone did the music, and they obviously thought, oh, if I'm doing a Russian story, I better watch Russian films. So then obviously they didn't so much rip off the soundtrack as just were heavily influenced by it. It's the same cunt that did the Joker soundtrack, and I quite like that sort of droning, weird noise sort of approach to soundtracks. You can't have Ennio Morricone fucking doing his business on every single film ever made. Or that cunt Vangelis. I like Blade Runner. But Chariots of Fire, there's a bunch of posh cunts running. Oh, I don't need that in my life. Can't they buy fucking bicycles and get it over with quicker? Oh, did you hear that Liam Payne died from One Direction? Everyone loves you when you're dead. I had no idea there was anyone in the world called Liam Payne until it was announced that he'd fallen from a window heading in one direction, which was downwards. Apparently he was off his tits on drugs, the fucking dopey cunt. I don't need no drugs, no. I don't need no heroin. I don't need cocaine. I just need a tub of Evo stick and that'll blow my brain. I like sniffing glue. Da-da-da-da. It's what I do. Oh, yeah, I'm writing a song called Sniffing Glue just to get a bit of controversy going, you know. I don't think it'll work. Get off me. So what was I saying? Yeah, I've been doing a bit of research. The Ton Up Boys. I was watching Psychomania the other week, and I was like, what kind of bikes are they riding? And well, the Ton Up Boys, what's that all about? I vaguely remember seeing a documentary about Rotten and has to go to the motorcycle cafes, and they just ride their bikes and just meet birds and looking for a bunk up and having scraps with the fucking mods, you know, just general teenager bullshit, you know, just fannying about. But I've been doing some research on it because it's become a fashionable thing to mod your bikes to like the cafe racers. And I was like, right, well, what's this about? And it was basically, they were inspired by the TT racers, their bikes. You know, dropped handlebars, clip-ons, very low single seat, large headlamp, bit of tuning and modding the engine, get them to go as fast as they can so they can hit the ton up, 100 miles an hour. Not very clever on those bikes in those days, especially if they weren't wearing helmets or if they'd been boozing or sniffing glue. Get off me. Or having purple arts, black beauties, or any of the other. Get off me. What is it? They used to call them bennies. Yeah. Benzodremes, you know. Because you had your mephedrenes in the old days, then you had your benzodremes, then your dexedrenes, and I don't know if we've got any new dreams. If anyone knows about the latest dreams. Liam Payne, the Keith Moon of the outfit, was he? Fuck. Look, Keith Moon was so legendary that Jim Henson based one of the fucking Muppets on him, right? Animal out of the fucking Muppets is the legacy of Keith Moon, right? What the fuck has Liam Payne had based on his fucking massive persona that has forever ingratiated him to modern culture? Keith Moon is like the Jesus Christ of rock and roll madmen, right? He is number one in a field of one, right? The movies, you've got Peter O'Toole and Oliver Reed and who married that bird twice, right? You've got all races of movies, but in rock and roll, there is only one. It's like the Highlander. There can only be one. He was the absolute party animal, fucking lunar swimming pool, smashing up fucking hotel rooms, living the life. He put fucking sticks of dynamite in his own drum kit on stage, right? You can't compare some fucking miserable little nobody from a fucking boy band with fucking Keith Moon. Keith Moon was like the fucking Count Dracula of fucking all superstars. Yeah. Well, Keith Moon, fuck off. 22 million records. Yeah, they didn't even sell 22 million records. They sold 2 million records and got 20 million fucking downloads off fucking spots all over your arsify.com. Load of bollocks, right? Load of bollocks. I mean, back in the day, right? Back in the day, you had your John Bonham, you had Keith Moon, you had Slasher, Guns N' Roses. Well, you had Axl Rose. You used to have proper mental rock stars. You know, Jimmy Page and fucking Robert Plant, Mick Jagger, Keith fucking Richards. You know, you had proper fucking rock and roll nutters. And they actually did some decent music in blowing their drum kits up with fucking dynamite, parking fucking Rolls Royces in people's duck ponds, trying to shoot Oliver Reed's fucking helicopter out the sky with a shotgun, all that sort of thing. Yeah. Tracy Davenport, A up, A up, A up. Yeah, well, so what we're saying, yeah, somebody I've never heard of from a group I've only vaguely heard of, but couldn't name a single one of their songs, got smashed out of his brain and fell out of a fucking window, killing himself in the process. What am I supposed to think about that? Nothing. I couldn't care less. You know, I mean, no, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I don't really give a fuck about music. Most of my stuff, if I'm actually going to pull a CD off the box, off the top of the pile of CDs, which is gathering dust. I think probably the most recent fucking addition to it is a German electro punk band, World Domination. I don't go with popular mainstream stuff. Every once in a while, something is so cataclysmically good that everyone's into it. But for a lot of the time, I actually listen to old 1930s blues artists, you know, Skip James and, you know, Robert Johnson, the old stuff. One Direction, we're spinning. Give an answer to some inane question about a nobody who killed himself or died while he was fucking just pissing about. But don't worry. John Bon Jovi is perfectly safe. He's alive and well. At any moment, Bon Jovi could reform and go and do a 4.5-year fucking world tour, playing in every fucking location. We'll never get the Smiths back together, though. Yeah. The rift between Morrissey and Marr is too fucking serious. And one of them is dead anyway. The bass player died, didn't he? Was it the drummer? I don't know. I think it's the bass player. Happy Mondays. They even get back together every once in a while. Shifty Shellshock also died this year. Butterflies and Satriide Surprise. Surprise. She got a surprise when she slipped on some fucking wet flooring in the vicinity of a swimming pool, fell backwards and smashed her fucking head, and died as a result. Surprise, surprise, yeah. There's going to be a Laura mourners at your funeral, sir. And I won't be one of them. Cilla Black. I really was. She was a fucking white girl with ginger hair. Misappropriation for you. You know, she died just in time. She's still alive. She'd have to change her name because it's completely inappropriate. Saying that, Ian Brown at Stone Roses, I'll be knocking on his door, saying, "All right, Ian, you know, starry-eyed surprise." I couldn't care less. I really couldn't. I just tried. No, I literally couldn't care less. You notice that how Americans say, "I could care less." No. The phrase is "couldn't care less." You try explaining it to them, along with the pronunciation and spelling of aluminium, which they seem to think they invented so they can pronounce it however they want. Oh, God, Yanks. Talk about a nation dedicated to stupidity, ignorance, and a lack of manners. Yeah, I think we're on safe ground in insulting Americans, aren't we? Yeah, I don't think that we know a Canadian. We know you can't offend Canadians by slagging off the Yanks. I mean, they know what a bunch of cunts they are. They live right next to them. Yeah. Anyway, so what was I saying? I've been getting into bikes and stuff, but just from a sort of curiosity viewpoint, as in, well, what's a cafe racer? Well, apparently it's just like the kids of the day. They modded their bikes to be like the TT race bikes from the Isle of Man. Tourist Trophy. That's what TT stands for. Tourist Trophy. Yeah. They don't like tourists to me. They're like fucking mad cunts whizzing around on bikes, but apparently they're tourists. Doesn't really go with my idea of tourism. My idea of tourism involves travelling and drinking in pubs. You know, that's tourism for me. Then again, my idea of everyday life involves a bit of travelling to the pub and drinking in the pub and then travelling home again. So, you know, no point me going on holidays unless I save a huge amount in travel costs. And I'll spend that down the pub. Yeah. Oh, hang on. I don't know if you heard that. That might have been muffled by the duvet. But that was a brown eye surprise. But fortunately, it was a surprise for you, but not for me. I didn't have complications. You know, nothing worse than breaking wind with consequence. You know, suffering solids and liquids where there should just be gases. You know, you remember that when you're in school, they go, there are three physical states. There is gas, liquid, and solid. And they usually use water as the example. They'll say, here is a block of ice, and we shall melt it, and it moves from a solid to the water. And here is the water, and we shall boil it up in a kettle, and it shall become a vapor. And I'm like, I could do that with one fart, with a couple of chunks, you know. Meatballs in gravy. I love vulgarity. I love talking about bowel movements and filth and farting. I like picking my nose, rolling the bogies up on the end of between my finger and my thumb, and then flicking them. You know, I'm a disgusting individual. I like old-fashioned chauvinism and sexism. I like referring to women as being birds. You know, I like to talk about sexual congress and intercourse as being a bunk up or a shag. I'm vulgar. I'm old-fashioned. I'm disgusting. And I love it. I love it. I love it. Here we go. But, you know, because I identify as a beautiful woman, right? And that actually is me in the photo. That's what happens when you get a photo of me, a bloke, and add lipstick and makeup and a fucking mental fucking crazy cool 1980s fucking mane of Cleo Rocker's grade hair. You know, so I technically, I do identify as a lady. So that in some way allows me to mock myself because I am identifying as a lady. You know, I'm sure that's legally banned, and I can get off on a charge of referring to women as being birds. Yeah. Here we go. 1979. More went abroad than went to Blackpool and Weston-super-Mare. The Holiday Lark. Well, everyone wants to go abroad these days. It's cheap. You know, until the petrol runs out and they can't run those fucking airplanes anymore. They won't want to go abroad when they have to go on a boat, you know, and they'll all be fucking shitting themselves and spewing up all over the place with seasickness and motion sickness. They'll fucking soon go off their foreign holidays then. Here we go. Someone I know croaked it in a bar last week, Oliver Reed style, heart attack, 57. Well, you know, if they've had 56 heart attacks previous to it, at least they had an idea it was coming, you know. But they fucking well surviving fucking 56 heart attacks. I have to go in my fucking live streams, you filthy fucking perv. Or your health, yeah. Anyway, so as I was saying, I've been doing a bit of research on bikes. I've been looking at photos of bikes and cafe racers, and unfortunately, when something is cool, right, uncool people try doing it in an uncool way, and they ruin it for everyone. You know, when something becomes fashionable and all the twats try to do it, it's like fat people, right? I don't want to be critical of fat people. Oh, you know, I don't want to be size mocking the greedy, lazy, useless tubs of fucking lard, right? Far be it from me to do that, right? But please, don't try and follow fashion when you're fat, because nobody likes a fat mod or a fat goth or the fat punk kid, right? If you want to be fashionable, be slim so you suit the clothes, right? Here we go. Just oh Christ, you're fucking mucking opportunistic comedy attempts, right? Here we go. Just dying in a bar unexpectedly. The Batman gave him mouth to mouth. Do it even go there? Oh, you get some right bastards. Dead in the prime of life. Jill Dando. Oh, she was a lovely bit of stuff. She was all right. She was all right. She was no who's that one I fancy? I forgot the name. Jilly Bentley or Jilly Buckley. What's she called to the country? Where they take some fucking really feeble looking inbreds who for some reason are rich enough that they can afford an £500,000 house. And I think her name's Ginny Buckley. She's gorgeous. There was another gorgeous bird on the One Show who only used to pop in every other episode. She was gorgeous. There's Susie Perry. She's gorgeous. Oh, there's that Rachel, what's her name off Countdown, who replaced Carol Vorderman when she went too wonky and she wasn't really pretty enough anymore. What was her name? Rachel Riley, was it? Yeah, she's lovely as well. I can't think of any others. Kim Basinger, 30 years ago, she was all right. Sean Young, 30 years ago, she was all right. Raquel Welch in her prime, she was all right. But I can't think of any other birds I found. I can't be bothered going around fancying every bird there is. Liz Early, she's gorgeous. I like her, Liz Early. But no, I mean, I don't have the time to go around fancying birds. I just a handful of birds will do you. Just for going, who do you fancy off the TV? Oh, I fancy Ginny Buckley. She's all right. But I don't keep up with the new birds, you know. But I don't have a TV anymore, so you know. Or if I was going to watch TV, I'd just watch Dave. So instead of having to have new fancy Donald Trump takes a chance every time he farts, he shits his pants. Donald Trump is a dirty kid. He's in her thighs, arcaded shit. The diaper Don. Hello. We might get you a diaper. Yeah, so is it working, isn't it? Let me know how the sound quality is. If it's terrible, I'll end the show. And if it's good enough, then I'll... Hey, you horrible animal, what have you done? Testicle, testicle, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, testicle. Get off! I've told you. Right? It's not a challenge, right? If you're invited to get off the bed, you get off the bed. Oh, dogs are wrong. And what can you do? What can you do? Dogs take it too far. It's like they love to get in a scrap and a wrestle, and that they think it's fun. No. Hey, down. Down. Not joking. Down. Sit. Sit. Hey. Sit. Sit. What is that with you? You're being rebellious. What you got there? Oh, God, it's up to no good. Well, so, yeah. Anyway, yeah. Right. This is the last attempt, right? Anyway, we're in for the home stretch now. I've done 45 minutes. You can't really expect longer. The days when I would do a 24-hour live stream, go into the toilet live on air. Do you remember that when I did that? 24 hours. I went for 24 hours. I'd like to see anyone else try that. It's not as easy as it sounds. Go, oh, I could do that. I could do that. 24 hours without stopping talking, without sleeping, eating and drinking on air, going to the toilet and letting people hear your fucking turd in the water. You know, not everyone's built for doing things like that. Not everyone is as gross and disgusting an individual as I am. And I think it holds me in good stead for living in this world, because the world has never been more gross and disgusting. You only have to look at the fucking society we live in. The society that dumps fucking the byproducts of farmers' chemicals and untreated sewage into its rivers and streams. That's pretty disgusting, isn't it, when we talk about how foul things are? Someone swearing a bit and farting isn't in the least bit disgusting compared to how the government runs this country. Yeah. And while we're on about things being really disgusting, the treatment of fucking veterans who got stitched up with a pair of bullshit wars and have come back home emotionally and physically savaged by the fucking inhumanity of war and the nature of what they were doing, and not given any fucking help to readjust to civilian life and rebuild their fractured fucking souls, bodies, brains, psyches, whatever. You know, we would just love to live in a fucking 3, 4, or 5-star hotel free with a fucking meals laid on and not have to fucking worry about anything else but watching TV, picking their nose, and maybe doing an open university course, get themselves trained up to do so. But no, we don't treat our veterans very well, do we? That's a bit of a cheap shot, but, you know, a lot of problems, a lot of problems. Society's going down the toilet, and they like to blame the immigrants, but I'd like to be able to blame someone else and not the immigrants. I'd like to send all the immigrants back home, and then we'll find someone else to blame for all our problems. It's not the fault of the fucking immigrants, it's the fault of the twats. They're going, oh yeah, it's fine just to fucking not bother processing them, and we'll just bung them in hotels. Hotels probably owned by people who fucking donate a lot to the government. No one talks about that element of it. I mean, wherever there's shit going wrong and money being wasted, there are wankers getting rich. How I'm not managing to get rich, I don't know, because I'm a wanker. I'm as corrupted, as filthy as the rest of them. But no, I don't. I can't do the right funny handshakes with the right funny-handed people. Don't wear an apron. Not a member of the fucking Conservative Party. Yeah, and I donate £500,000 to the fuckers so I can fucking get contracts laid on for me and fucking blind eyes turned to them. Anyway, that's my idea of disgusting, truly disgusting. But, you know, what do I know? What do I know? Oh, God. Not a lot, I should imagine. Anyway, I'm going to go and watch some Isle of Man TT race footage from. Might be able to find somewhere people die. Might be able to see somebody getting smashed the fuck up. You know, that'd be good. Or I might look for a bit of vintage 1970s Formula One back when the Lotus team were competitive with the John Player Special. Yeah, that might interest me. No, that's it. Good dog. Good dog. Yeah. An ongoing thing with dogs. Anyway, I'm off. My phone's fucked.